Welcome to Outside the Huddle, brought to you by Southwest Bank. I'm Robert Giovanetti, alongside Texas Tech head coach Cliff Kingsbury. Coach, these are never fun to do after a loss. You talked about the loss to West Virginia, and you mentioned words like embarrassed on Saturday. After looking at the tape, have you changed your mind any?
No, I haven't. I thought that was as poor effort as I've seen as far as mental mistakes and not really fighting, kind of laying it down when it got hard, and still feel the same way.
Is there something during the week, did you ever have any inkling that that's what would happen on Saturday? I mean, does that sometimes just catch you by surprise how a group will respond?
It really does. You think you have a pretty good feel. I thought we had a good week of practice. I thought coming off a K-State loss, we made some corrections and really worked well, but we didn't show up.
How do you get that out of your system? You go home? Do you stay up here? What do you do Saturday after the game?
We met immediately after and watched the film as a staff and talked through things, and then not able to sleep very much after that, so I was back up here early again the next day and try to continue to make corrections and then get on to OU.
But you got to have something right where you eventually flush it.
Oh, no question. You can't let it beat you twice, is the old saying in coaching, and you just do the best you can to get those corrections done through Sunday, and Monday you better get ready for the next opponent. Any
positives we can take from the game against West Virginia?
Not that I saw. The one player that continues to impress me is our backup quarterback, Nick, coming in and executing at a high level again. He's the hardest worker on the team, and that continues to show.
You've had some tough times this year, and you're sitting at 3-3. You still got half the season left. Does any of this ever, does it cause you to question yourself? You say, man, I know we're doing the right thing, we're just moving forward.
Yeah, you just keep moving forward. I know what we have here, what we want to do, and where we're heading, and you continue to follow those things, continue to work hard, and work harder than you have, and good things will come.
That kind of the message to your team. Still got 6 games, half your schedule left. Like they can do in those final 6 games.
No doubt. You only get 12 of those guaranteed every year, and you work year-round to get those. You better make the most of them and maximize each and every week.
What have you been able to see from Oklahoma so far? What kind of team they're bringing in this weekend?
They're good. They're good. They're very talented. Offensively, great running backs. Quarterbacks playing really well. Westbrook's emerging is kind of their go-to at wide receiver. And then defensively, Coach Stoops always has a good defense. It's very multiple and has a lot of great athletes.
You mentioned this a little bit in your press conference. As far as position battles, everything wide open this week, do you think?
Not everything. We just got to find the right combinations.
Right.
There's guys that did what they needed to do, but as an overall unit, offense, defense, special teams, way too many glaring mistakes, and so we just got to tighten those all up.
And some of those mental mistakes, what do you do about those besides just talking to the guys, maybe make them go through some drills? How do you get them to overcome some of that?
Yeah, you just have to work on focus. And if they can't do it and repeatedly make the same mistake, then you move on to a new guy, and we'll have some of that this week.
This has been Outside the Huddle. Thanks, Southwest Bank and head coach Cliff Kingsbury.